Hello third graders, this is Mrs. Copeland and I'm a math teacher in Charlotte Mecklenburg Schools. I'm going to be helping you with third grade memory joggers. Let's take a look at week 8, day 4, problem C. Sonia has 70 beads to make necklaces. She plans to make 8 necklaces. Each necklace needs 30 beads. If B is the total number of beads still needed, which equation could be used to find how many beads Sonia still needs? We have a few things to remember. Before beginning a word problem, we should visualize what is happening and retell the events in your mind. So, we know there's this girl and she's making some necklaces. Every single necklace is going to have the same number of beads. She already has some beads and she's going to have to get more beads, and we're going to use that letter B to represent the number of beads that she still needs. So, if we were to add the beads she has to B, that's what she still needs, then we would know that was the total beads. What we're doing is we're considering the operations that match what is happening in the problem. Things are being put together, so the beads she has plus the beads she needs will be the total number of beads to make necklaces. Is there something being taken away, or are you finding the difference between two numbers? Well, I don't see anything being taken away. Because of the relationship between addition and subtraction, we can always think about the difference. So this problem could also be set up as a subtraction problem. If you know the total number of beads minus the number of beads that she has, then that would equal B, the number of beads that she needs to get. So it could be subtraction because addition and subtraction are related if it's finding the difference. Are same size groups being combined? That would be multiplication. If we think about the fact that there's 8 necklaces and 30 beads on each of those necklaces, that would be like 30 plus 30 plus 30 all the way on all of the 8 necklaces. So you would be adding 30 8 times, so that is adding same size groups. So we could think of that part as 8 times 30. 8 groups of 30, or 8 necklaces of 30 beads. And are items being shared equally? And we don't see items being shared equally in this problem where you're given the total number and then they're being shared or subtracted out. So we need to write an equation to represent this problem. And in fact, for this problem, we just really need to figure out which equation matches. So we saw earlier that the beads that she has, we saw that was 70. And if we add the beads she needs, that's going to give us the total number of beads she needs to make the necklaces. And we know she's making 8 necklaces with 30 beads. So we know the total number of beads that she needs is 8 times 30. We have our equation, 70 plus B equals 8 times 30. So let's see if we see that here. 70 plus B equals 8 times 30. It's not any of the equations. So what happened? Why did our equation not work? Well, I also need to remember that addition and subtraction are related, and multiplication and division are related. So it's possible that it's the same equation in a different order. So remember when we were thinking about subtraction, we said if you're finding the difference between two numbers, that could be subtraction. So here we're thinking about 70 plus B equals 8 times 30. That's the total number of beads. I see all of the equations are equal to B, so I need to write a related equation that helps me solve this problem. Remember we talked about before when we have related numbers, like 2 plus 3 equals 5, we could also change it to 3 plus 2 equals 5, or they're related subtraction problems. 5 minus 3 equals 2, or 5 minus 2 equals 3. All of these are related. Notice the 2 is in all of these, the 3 is in all, and the 5 is in all. These are to addition. We just changed the order of the add-ins, and both of these are subtraction, and we changed which number we were subtracting. So I know if this was 2 and 3, for example, I could switch it the other way and make it B plus 70, but that's not really going to help me right here because B we can see that B is the answer on all of these. So what I need to do is to change to the subtraction. So now I'm going to take the total and begin with that, just like we take the total here. 8 times 30, and I'm going to subtract one of the add-ins, 70, and get B. 8 times 30 minus 70 equals B. Do we have that? Oh, here it is. 8 times 30 minus 70 equals B. We know this one is not correct because that's just adding all of the numbers. We know this one is not correct because it's 8 times 30 plus 70, so that would be the total beads plus 70 more. So that wouldn't make sense for how many she needs to buy. And 8 times 30 times 70 would also not make sense because that would be 8 groups of 30, groups of 70. So our correct answer is C. 8 times 30 minus 70 equals B. Thank you, and if you have additional questions about this problem, please ask your classroom teacher.